As programmers, I think all of us have been in a situation where we're staring at our screens, trying to figure out what the hell's going wrong with our code, why isn't it working the way we want it to, while the cursor blinks on our screen mocking us at our own failures. But fear not, in today's video, I'm going to be unleashing the secrets, the tips and tricks, and the downright ninja moves that you can use to nunchuck these problems out of your way and get on to coding more effectively. Tip number one is going to be the powerhouse move of all power moves that I know, and that is to get away from your computer screen and take a break. Similar to our muscles, our brain can be thought of as the muscle as well. And similarly, when we overwork our muscles, we can feel fatigue. Our brain handles fatigue in a different kind of way. While we experience pain by lifting and overworking our muscles, when we use our brain, this fatigue is in the form of brain fog, or our brain functions actually slowing down. So by taking a break, what you're actually doing is allowing your mind to get away from the problem at hand and maybe take a breather and a little break. And while you might go and look at the stars or gaze at the water or do something like that, in the back of your mind, subconsciously, your mind will still be focusing on the problem that you had left on the computer. And when you least expect it, you're going to get the solution and the stars will align and you'll be on your way to your next coding challenge. When you initially see a puzzle, the bigger problem is to combine the pieces together to form the whole puzzle picture. But if you can pick up patterns and divide the puzzle up into small little parts and try to construct these chunks and then combine these chunks, then suddenly you're at a much better position of combining the chunks together to form the complete puzzle. So coding works in the same way. If you have a big problem in head, try to divide that into small subtasks and then take a look at each of these sub-problems and figure out what you can do to solve each one of them. And hopefully by the time you solve 2 or 3 of these, the whole picture will become visible to you and you'll be able to solve the bigger problem at hand. Being a programmer sometimes can feel like a lonely journey, but it doesn't have to be this way. There are many awesome communities online that are ready to help developers that need help. What you need to make sure is that 1, you understand how to ask for help properly, and 2, how to phrase your problems in a way that it's easy for people to comprehend. There are whole websites dedicated to helping people solve their coding problems, such as Stack Overflow. But before you delve into the world of asking for help, the number 1 thing that you can do to help yourself is to understand how to use Google effectively. So most of the problems that many beginners face, the solutions to them are already on the World Wide Web. What a beginner needs to understand is how to take the problem that they're facing, phrase it in a way that Google understands it, and then go through the search results to figure out what is the actual solution that works for them. And if that doesn't work out, then obviously you have the ability to go onto Stack Overflow or other websites or even YouTube and see people and post your queries there, and hopefully somebody is going to answer that and help you out. Start using version control. If you aren't using it already, you need to start doing it from today, because all good developers use version control. Not only does it allow people to collaborate efficiently, but it can also help you in times of despair when you're not able to figure out what the hell's wrong with your code. If you're using version control, then not only can you take a look at all of the changes that were made to your source code, but in the inevitable case that you can't salvage the actual mess that you've made, you can revert back to a previous commit within your code and save the work that you had already done without having to start from scratch. So I highly recommend that you take a look at some kind of a version control system and try to implement it within your workflow. Industry standard and the most popular one is Git. So if you're trying to figure out which version control system to learn first, then Git is an excellent choice. Programming is an extremely challenging field to be in, and you're going to be given problems that are very difficult to solve. But if you're able to solve them, then never forget to celebrate the small victories. Pat yourself on the back, give yourself a high five, maybe go get another coffee to stay awake after you've pulled an all-nighter. But never forget that these small victories are what's ultimately going to lead you to becoming a better programmer and achieving your goals. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.